What is up? It's Chess Plays, Gabe. You already know what it is. It's day 110 of our road to 2000. Guys, we're at 1697 ELO. Did we drop down ELO? No, maybe not. Okay. We got an insane win yesterday against an opponent, definitely my highest rated opponent ever, an 1800 rated opponent. Probably won't happen today, but we do get another 1810. All right, Aussie 134, and they do decide to play. Joined in 2023, Austin M. from Canada. Let's go ahead and play the old Benoni. And they pre-move C4, so let's go ahead and take. We're probably just going to... Okay, we're just going to play into some kind of weird... Okay, I think the move is like if takes... or if here takes... I guess I can just go here, right? Now it just becomes in English. That's weird. Okay, I guess I'll take that. And my opponent's playing extremely quickly, but I think the main ideas in the opening are going to be potentially to trade the queens off. And then I think just honestly playing it like a King's Indian makes sense. So let's go ahead and play Knight F6. I don't have a C4 pawn to push now, which is kind of unfortunate. But, okay, where does that want to go? Let's just go here, G6. And I may already be misplaying this. I'm not totally sure. And guys, little life update. I don't know if you can see this, but my middle finger is kind of messed up right now. I unfortunately popped a tendon while climbing yesterday, so that was super fun. And so, you know, we're just going to be working through that the next month or so. It's going to be super fun. Now, do I want to trade the queens off? Takes, open this file for my rook. It seems kind of nice. Maybe even rook lift and go like here or something. I think let's try that. Let's try trading off the queens, and that way... Okay, they instantly trade. Interesting. That way, again, like I can get this open file. I can even like target this. Obviously, they can just play this. But let's go ahead and play bishop g7. And then maybe castle. Okay, so they go for this. Am I supposed to go here? Takes. Now already I'm second guessing my my decision because I cannot get my bishop out of there. But let's just go ahead and castle. They're probably going to castle themselves. Okay. And we could just start with e6, d7, or I mean e6, d5. Takes, though I would just lose a pawn. So maybe the move is actually to do something like... I mean, I don't want to have to go there. That's so ugly. Also opens up this attack. So we don't want that. Yeah, I may honestly have just messed up here and have to give up this pawn, which would not be great. Here, is this even like a worthwhile move to play? I don't really know. I mean, if I just go here immediately, that just loses a pawn. Here, though, actually hits this. If they go here, I just have to go back, huh? Yeah, that's not, it's not great. It's not great. Rook lift so quickly in the game doesn't make a ton of sense. We've already traded queens, so maybe I have to just go rook d8 and then go e6, d5. That's kind of the only idea I have. Of course, they can just bring their rook. But maybe I do a little bit of this and a little bit of this. I don't know. Let's play rook d8, and then let's plan on playing e6, d5. That's kind of the only idea I can come up with in the position. If my opponent decides to go here, I guess I'll happily trade, opening up this diagonal. Okay, so they actually don't seem to see the plan that I'm going for. So let's go ahead and play e6. And this way, once I push, unless they play rook d1 right now, which they don't, I can push... Takes. I could even take with the knight. Takes. And then this is still pinned though, so I don't love that, to be honest. But then I actually can develop my bishop. Maybe not. I could also go here. Plan on going here. If they go here, I could maybe go here. Of course, it's defended. I don't know if it's the time yet to play. It must be the time to play d5. I mean, they decided not to do this. They decided to defend this pawn super passively. If they do push this ever, I can just take this pawn. So let's go ahead and play d5. Why not? If they go here, whatever. Doesn't really do much, does it? It does that, but okay. I think I want to maintain the pawn structure here as long as I can. Offer a knight trade. Let's do that. I mean, if they decide to take with the bishop, that would be great, but I seriously doubt that will happen. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take this way. And now my pawn structure is completely ruined. However, that seems like a bad move. Can't I just simply push the pawn? Yeah, I don't want to allow them to... I don't want to take this because that would just open this up for my opponent. So let's go ahead and just push the pawn. I don't think it's an issue yet. And now I feel like maybe I can go here. Or maybe... Yeah, I can't go here because that would block my bishop. But I think going here and then simply going here makes some sense. Just trying to get that out. Now, this is a passive way to defend the pawn as well, but this pawn seems to be somewhat strong in this position. So let's go ahead and play rook a7. Just seems like an awful move, but oh well, I kind of put myself in this position. I don't know how to play against the English. I actually learned recently from a player who is rated around 1100, beat me with the English recently, which I was like, what? Huh? What's going on? Here, if here I can take en passant, takes, I take the rook. So this seems like a good move to me. Now, of course, yeah, they're just going to go there. Can I push takes, or takes even takes, and then go here? Cement this down somehow? They've cemented their pawn structure, but I'm defending this very, very weakly. So I actually here also opens up the attack on this, and then I can take this. So I feel like this push makes a lot of sense. I'm playing a little bit quickly, but my opponent has now gained 1:50 on the clock. Why do these people play this time control if they don't want to move with intention and slowly, you know? Okay, so they take that way. I don't even want to take this pawn. I want to take this pawn, and I think my opponent completely missed this idea. I could just take this pawn. Now, if I do decide to take this pawn, they go here, in which case here actually makes some sense. That does actually make a little bit of sense. If here, obviously you can't take. You can't take here still. You can't really challenge anything. I mean, you can't attack. Yeah, you can't attack this pawn or this pawn. Or I mean, you can't attack this pawn this way or this way. You can't attack my rook. I just go here. Yeah, let's take this way first, and then let's take this. That's kind of my idea. Right, so you're moving instantly still. You're at 17 minutes after starting at 15. Good job. I do need to be aware of back rank issues here, but this is just a free pawn, and I'm about to take this pawn as well. So, I mean, if they do something like this, I would cackle. Okay, yeah, that is a move. That is for sure a move. Did I really just blunder that? Oh, I think I just blundered. Oh my goodness. Actually here though, here. If I take here, and my opponent takes here, I can take this. If I take here and my opponent takes here, I can take this defending. If I take here and my opponent takes with the rook, then simply takes, and material is even. So maybe it's not a blunder. Maybe I'm a secret genius. I'm going to play bishop takes a3. I'm really not thinking too hard about these moves, to be honest. A little bit of a weird day. It's already about 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and I have a lot of work to do. So if this doesn't go my way, oh well. It's an 1800 rated opponent. Totally fine. If they decide to take, I'm now up 2 clean pawns. So again, if they decide to take this way, I just simply take the bishop. It's hitting this bishop, or it's hitting this rook. Okay, so now that allows me to defend this way, which I will gladly do. Yes, and now, Right, didn't I? I thought I saw that and I thought I was fine, but I suppose not. Now they have 3 attackers on my bishop. So here takes with check, here and here. I guess they could also, oh my god, here opens up this and this. So that's not good at all. Is there any kind of tactic I can rely on here? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. If takes, then first takes with check and then takes here and I'm down 2 rooks. So that's not good. That's not good at all. And then if I just allow them to take, takes, I'm just down a rook. Okay, I think I lost the game, guys. I think I lost the game. There's no way for my rooks to be defending anything. Yeah, I think I'm cooked. I think I just have to play something like King G7 and just call it a day. My opponent has gained 2 minutes on the clock, but they're cooking me, of course. This is what we love to see on the Chess Plays Gabe channel. And then my only chance is really just to try to push this pawn. I mean, okay, so I could push the pawn right now, and then after takes, I can't even really take back. But then this is pinned. You could just take this way, though. Yeah, okay, I think I have to push the pawn. If you take this way, I'm just going to push again. And I don't know, just, yeah. So that is definitely the move. That is definitely the move. And now takes, and I'm just down an insane amount of material. I guess it's not insane, but it's like, it's a full bishop, right? So, hold on. If here takes, they can simply go here, and then here, 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 here. I think I actually catch up to the bishop. Bishop can just go here. Then I go here, opponent goes here. And then what? And then I go here, my opponent goes here, I go back. I actually think this is probably my best bet to go for a draw. Because after this, again, of course you could go for check, but then I just go here. You could go here, I push again. You take. Maybe I don't push then. Maybe I go here. And then I go here, and then boom, boom. Let's go for this. I mean, I think it's my best bet here. Again, if you decide to take, takes. I'll take with the pawn, yes, and then I go, is this faster? Here, 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 here. Or is this faster? Here, 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 here. Here. I can go here. No, I can't. They just take. I can also go here, takes here. Wait a minute. I have this move. Then they go here. Then I go here, though. And then here, 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 here. And it's very possibly a draw. I can just come around this way with my king. Okay, let's go for this. They're going to go here, again, taking literally zero time. Literally zero time on their moves. And still cooking me. But 2 passed pawns, a little scary, I will say. So again, let's calculate this. Here, 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 here. Oh, wait. No, I actually lose in that case. So if I don't move, instead if I go here, 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 check, here, then I can just move over here. There's a check, I go here. Maybe I have to go around this way. Okay, wait a minute. I have a lot of time, obviously. So if I go for this immediately, it's boom, 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 and boom. And then I lose the pawn. So that is not good. Now, if I go here immediately, boom, 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 I do make it to the pawn first. My opponent goes here. And then I have to push, going for check. Opponent goes here. And then I have to go here, check, here. And then I think I'm just in Zugzwang, but maybe there's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. I mean, I think I could just shuffle back and forth on these squares, right? Like my opponent can't actually access that. Okay, let's go here. And again, I think I have to move the king before I move the pawn, otherwise I lose the pawn. So yeah, now my opponent finally starts to think when we're in an endgame. Now, of course, okay, that is definitely not the move. Now I can go here, 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 here. Oh no, I still can't go there. Okay, they just actually gave themselves a more direct route to the pawn, so maybe that's better. But if I push this, actually, if I push this, then here, then here, then here, then here, then here. No, I have to keep going up with the king. The thing is, though, if my opponent ever decides to like take this pawn, yeah, if it ever decide to take this pawn, I think it's a little bit better for me because it'll allow me tempo to get to the pawns. I'm racing to the pawns. I don't really care about this pawn. It can still stop these. And if you ever, like, I don't know, try to go for this, I just promote. Two passed pawns versus a bishop, I think, is actually winning for the two pawns. Because these three pawns are not getting past these three pawns. Yes, you can take this, but then I'm going to go here. Actually, I could even go here. Yeah, and then if opponent comes in, I can go here. Opponent comes here. Ah, it's still not great, is it? It's still not great. So if my opponent decides to, for whatever reason, move the... If they ever move the bishop off this diagonal, I simply have this, and then I can push, push. Or I'm sorry, if they go here, yeah, I have this. They go back. I just move up. Okay, yeah, so they go there. I think I'm like forced to go here, right? If I go here, they simply come in this way. So I cannot allow the king to come to this square. That would be devastating. So let's go here. Yes. And now let's go here. And again, if you take this, what's my move? I think I actually have to go here because then the opponent cannot come to these three squares. So I think this is the move. Then if you simply go here, except my king also can't move. So if I go here, for example, right? Allowing my opponent to come here, I go check. They go here, blocking their own bishop. I can simply come here. Your bishop has to go here, and there's like nothing. So it could be a draw. This is where endgames are important, guys. So I think I can actually play this move. And if my opponent ever comes this way, I mean, yeah, take my pawn all you want, because then I'll promote. So yeah, I think I can play this move. Or is this move better? I think this move is better, stopping the mobility of this pawn. So let's play this move. If my opponent comes here, I'm going to go check. Here, yeah, okay, so check. Here, here. And then I do believe it's just a draw. Because the only place your king can move is out, in which case I can actually come in this way. Right. But what does that do? That's my question, right? What does that actually do? If I come here, opponent comes here. So I can't allow that. If I go here, actually, I can just... Oh! Misclick! That was a misclick! Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's what I get for always like clicking my pieces like this. I need to stop doing that. That's such a Hikaruism. I think if check... I can't believe I just misclicked that. Oh my god. I think if check... I have to go here. And if here... I can come this way, because if takes here and I do promote. So then I'm starting to flank my opponent. Yeah, now my opponent's kind of thinking, but they still have 16 minutes on the clock. This is ridiculous. Yeah. The longest move I made in this game was King F8. And actually B5 as well. Yeah, so let's think about this. If I go here, they go here, and then I'm kind of forced to the corner. If I go here, they go here, I go here, you still can't take this. Right? Because I have this. So I can just go here. And now, what are you doing? You have to just kind of shuffle, right? And then I'm going to shuffle. Like, if you go back here, for example, I'm just going to go back here. So it's... Okay, that's fair. But still this, right? Still this. Or just waste a move. Waste another move. Here takes here. Is that a problem? No, here takes here. They just take the pawn. Okay. So they're getting into the position. That makes perfect sense. So I can't do that. I'm gonna have to waste a move. I could actually go here though, which is an interesting idea. Takes, and then try to go here. Takes, and then this pawn is going, but so is this pawn. So if I went here, what are my opponent's options? Obviously, they can go here, and then actually it works because your king is stopping this pawn from going here. So if I go here, do you go here? But then I would take. No, maybe I am just cooked. Here, here, here. If I go here, that would obviously be a huge blunder. Okay, so if here and here, if here, then that kind of gives me like literally no moves. So I think this is like the only option where I at least have a move to spare. But I do think I'm getting cooked here, unfortunately. Here though, here, if they do take this, then I have this move here, here, here. Yeah, I would just promote. So let's go here. If they take, I'll definitely take. I don't think taking is the right move here. I think going here is the right move. And then I simply have to waste a move. Oh, they go there instead. Okay. Interesting, interesting. If here just takes, if here takes, if takes, takes, if takes, I would push, obviously. And then I would have two. So you cannot take this immediately. So you have to take this first. And then I'd probably go here. Because you still can't take this pawn. I still push. So, okay, takes. It's literally 2 minutes to 16 minutes right now. This is absolutely ridiculous. And I still have moves I can make. Like here, here. I can start to go over this way, right? Here. Then they just go back. And then I would take. So I think I would win this if you take and I go here. And I can actually safely, kind of safely, sort of, abandon this pawn, or these two pawns. Because if I get over here, takes, then I'm hitting this pawn. And of course you can like go here. But I think I can go here. I think this is okay. Again, opponent cannot go here. That would lose the game. Opponent goes there. I go here. Again, opponent still cannot take. They're going to lose this pawn. Right. Right, that's the move. But now I can go here. Now I can go here. And I do think something is just telling me that this is a draw now. Because, yes, you can take. Is the better move to push, allowing them to take and then go here? They can just come back and... No, they can just go here, but then I go here. And then you come back here. I think I have to try to get this pawn as fast as possible, but they can always defend it, so... Yeah. I mean, I just don't think you can make any progress here. If my opponent allows me to get to this square, then it's definitely a draw, but I doubt it. I doubt they will allow that. So here takes, right? Here takes here, here. And then I go here, and then I believe I can just shift back and forth. Okay, let's actually calculate it out. I only have a minute left. Oh my god. So here, 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 here. Fuck, arrows. Where was I? Was I here or here? I don't know. I think I can go here. And then they go here. No, I'd have to go here. And then check. And then back. Okay, I think this works. I think this works. I'm going to try not to flag. Yeah, so they take. Can I go here? They go check. Actually, I think going here makes sense to try to go for here. Here they just push, though. It's the same situation. So I think it's the same. I just go here. Just keep my pawn on a keep my pawn on a light square or a dark square. And then let's just go here. Or actually, maybe I go here. Here they go back. Here. Then the king starts coming in. Here, here, here. I can't go there. I have to go like here. Here, here, here. And then I'm forced away. Oh my god, I have no time. Okay, fine. Okay. I have to go that way. That's interesting. And now I'm forced this way. But I think this is... they go here. I think I could just go here, though, no? Yeah, here, here. Oof. I'm running out of squares. Here, here. Then I'm forced to go here. There's a check. I go back. Is it really a win? I don't think it's a win, though, because I just have this and this. This, this. So I have to go like here. I see. I see. Oh, I lost, I think. Dang it, man. Yeah, but it is a pawn on the corner, so I don't think you can actually And it's promoting to a dark square. So I think if I just shift back and forth, right? I think I'm okay. I think. I think. If I go here, takes here. Is that better than here, takes here? I don't think it matters. Yeah, so I just go here. Then I go here. Oh, interesting. I guess I'll go here. And then I'll go here again. No, I can't let them get this way. Oh, he can't go this way. I think I can actually go here. If I go here, is that bad? Yeah, because then blocks off the square. So I think I have to go back. And then just back again. I go here, it goes here, I go here, check here. My opponent literally has 19 minutes on the clock. What? Okay, I mean, can't I just go to the corner, or am I getting checkmated? Check. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Here's stalemate. Here. Right. This is still stalemate. I don't think... Yeah, I could take, but that would allow them to promote, obviously, so... I think I have just enough tempo where you can't actually get around. I'm pretty sure. I mean, my opponent is literally up to 20 minutes on the clock. Like, what are we doing? Do I offer a draw? This is quite silly. Quite silly, I have to say. Quite a silly game. My opponent is trying to calculate and see if this is a draw. If here, I literally just shuffle back and forth, right? That's my only move. Here would be stalemate. So here. Yeah, it's just going to be stalemate. This is stalemate. This is stalemate. Yeah, okay. What a game. What a game. What a game, guys. Okay, so I think that was theoretically a draw, but it's very possible I had some winning chances there. So, you know what they say? Win or lose, or in this case, draw. And by they, I mean me. You know what they say? What did I say? It's time to... Look at this graph! Okay, I'm actually very, very curious to look at this graph. This is quite an interesting ordeal we have going on here. It's taking a long time to load. Okay, but yeah, I mean, this is just... Okay, look at this. I love this. Okay, 79.2 to 80.1. We both played around the same level, 1900. Love to see it. There were definitely... Okay, my opponent blundered the game right here. And I missed it. I was supposed to push the pawn. Oh, no. Of course I was supposed to push the pawn. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yep, that was my chance. That was my chance. They go here, I go here, and it's just over. Dang. Okay, so... Yeah, okay, let's run through this. So I did have a winning chance. That's what happens at 1900 ELO. I mean, 1600, almost 1700 ELO. I almost got there. I almost had him. But then we just ended up in a draw, which is fine with me. We play c4 into t takes d4, knight f3, takes, and we go into this, which This is a mistake off the bat. Yep, because it doubled my pawn structure and allowed the knight to get in. It makes perfect sense. Definitely should not have done that. But they did want me to. They wanted me to play d6 instead of e6. Interesting. And this is a mistake because, okay, I was supposed to prepare the bishop, except, so they just want me to give up the pawn. Fair enough. I wanted to hold on to the pawn. That's what I wanted to do. And that's what I did. And my opponent, yeah, this move apparently is good, but I did not see that as a good move. I should have immediately gone for this, and then now I should go for the free pawn and the hanging pawn, which makes sense, I suppose. And I was just supposed to take this immediately because after this, yeah, we have this thing. Oh, we have this? I'm sorry, what? Oh, and it's the same kind of tactic. And then this would still be the same tactic after takes. No, I'm just down material. Yeah, I would be just down a piece here. I mean, this is actually not great. They were supposed to just pile on the pressure, but instead they miss it. Yeah, this would be dead loss for me. This is still okay, and this is actually a mistake because I was supposed to move the rook to protect my other rook. That makes a lot of sense. And now, yeah, it's just this is actually an okay move. Okay, it's an okay idea. And doing this, yeah, I mean, it just gives me too many chances. This is a good move. Oh, my opponent could have just like gone here, but I mean, this is fine as well, obviously. And then I start moving my king, and I thought that this push actually was bad for my opponent, but it does give my opponent a more direct line to the pawn. My opponent was just supposed to take. Okay, fair enough. I was supposed to go f6 instead of f5. And then, oh, I was supposed to go here. Excuse me. Oh, just calculate the whole thing. Check. And then I go here, right? Maybe. And then here, and then I go, what? I just ignore it. I go here. They take? What happens if they take? Oh, then I push. Right, of course. So they have to take. So yeah, I go here. They have to take this, and then I go here, and then I actually do win. Well, I guess this is just a draw. Yeah. After this takes, they probably take this now, right? Maybe not. Okay, yeah. And then I kind of am just forced to. Actually, I can just. What do I do here? Do I go takes? And what about takes? Oh, then I push. Yeah. Oh, do we both promote here? No. Then I would just go here. No. What's the move? If it's not push or what is it? Is it here? What's the move? If it's not this, it's a draw. What is it? Here? Ah, I see. What if they're just push? Oh, then I can just do this. No? Yes. And then this. And then we promote at the same time. Oh, no, I promote first. But we still promote at the same time. And then it just becomes, I guess I just take. And then there's a bunch of checks. Actually, there's no checks in the position for my opponent, which is really nice, except for this one, which I would just block. And then it's a complete draw because check here. Obviously not this check because that would give up a queen. But this check, I go here, and then you're forced to trade, and it's a draw. But instead of all of that, what did we get? We got this weird thing happening here. Oh my god, there's so many moves in this game. Yeah, instead of me going that way, I go this way, and I simply... There's a lot of misses here, but I am playing the right way. I'm going after the... Yeah, I have to abandon my pawns, abandon the ones that aren't useful to me anymore. This becomes this endgame, and this is just a theoretical draw after... We start shuffling, and my opponent takes my pawn, but it actually, okay, technically, it's not a draw. Technically, there's still a chance here, I guess, for my opponent. That's interesting, because my opponent did not play the right moves, and now, yeah, I just have 6 great moves in a row, or whatever it is, and there's nothing my opponent can do except for draw the game, or give up the pawn, which would still be a draw. So I guess that's cool. We're back up to 1699 after this game, playing against another 1800 rated opponent. I love facing against high rated opponents. This guy used literally no time in the game. I'm sure he could have found a win if he just thought a little bit harder. But if I thought a little bit harder, I would have found this move, which is just absolutely beautiful. A2, forcing him to take. And then there's this, and then there's this, and there's this, and then it's just over. It is just simply over. Just completely over. My opponent can go here. I can defend all the pawns, and there's nothing that you can do. Just push. Like, literally, like, everything's winning here. Mate and 10 is on the board. I don't even have to, like, worry about these pawns, actually. I can just play something like this. Forced to go here, check, and then here. Knight's Shadow away. I can just start moving my king in, very nice and calm. My opponent goes back. I go here. They go here. I go here, 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 and checkmate. And that would end the game. Instead, we end with a draw. Oh, well, I will take it. I hope you guys will take it too, because that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this kind of content, please make sure to come back tomorrow, because guess what? I'm going to be right here. This has been Chess Plays Gabe, the channel where I get absolutely demolished in chess, or sometimes possibly win, or sometimes draw in a position that was just very weird and drawish when my opponent doesn't spend any time on the clock. They started with 15 minutes. They ended with 20. How does that make any sense? I ended with 2.5 minutes. And there was a point where I actually almost flagged. So, yeah, I mean, this is why I love 15-10, honestly. You can still get out of the bad moves in the end, or the bad time pressure moves, and you have enough time to think about the end game. This is a big endgame game. I liked it a lot. So, yeah, guys. I will see you in the next one. Go do something fun today. Try not to injure your finger like I just injured mine. Try not to injure your knee like I just injured mine on the same day. And I'll see you guys there. See you in the next stream. Bye-bye. See ya. Bye-bye.